It's another sweltering summer night in El Portal, Florida, a peaceful, palm tree lined oasis just 6 miles north of Miami. But at 3:37 a.m., Miami-Dade County 911 receives a desperate plea for help. 36-year-old pediatrician Dr. Neha Gupta says she just discovered her 4-year-old daughter Aria face down in the backyard swimming pool of their Airbnb. Okay, tell me exactly what happened. So, we were sleeping, and I heard she knocked it. She was in the pool. I tried to save her, but I don't know how to swim. She went down in the pool. Okay. Is anyone able to get her out? No, it's just both of us here. It's an Airbnb. Is there like a stick, like a pool stick, like you play not pool? I don't know. Let me check. Look on the wall or by the pool. You need to try to get her out of the water. I don't see anything. It's red. Do you know how far is EMS? Or somebody who can get her out? Oh, they're on the way, but you need to try to help her. Find any way you can to try to get her out. And then I'm going to try to get her. Okay, yes, I need you to try to get in there. Try to get her out. I cannot. Okay. I don't. As Neha remains on the line, security cameras capture police and EMS arriving at the scene. Okay, go open the door. EMS pull Aria out of the pool and perform CPR. Then she's rushed via ambulance to nearby Jackson Memorial Hospital. Sadly, it's too late. An hour later at 4:28 a.m., Aria is pronounced dead. Later that day, with her lawyer present, Neha meets with police and recalls her daughter's final hours. Neha explains that she lives in Oklahoma City, where she and her ex-husband, a fellow doctor, shared custody of Aria. 2 days ago, on June 25th, she and Aria flew from Oklahoma to Miami to enjoy some mother-daughter time together. It's going to be a long night. Yesterday morning, Neha says she and Aria spent the day at the beach relaxing and jet skiing. Sometime between 7 and 8 p.m., they arrived back at the Airbnb. Neha says Aria fell asleep in the car, so she carried her inside. Around 9 p.m., Neha roused Aria awake so they could eat dinner. By 12:30 a.m., they'd fallen asleep together in the master bedroom. The next thing Neha remembers, she woke up at 3:20 a.m. and realized Aria wasn't in bed with her. And the sliding glass door from the master bedroom to the backyard was open. Neha went outside, and to her horror, she saw Aria in the pool. Unable to swim, Neha says for almost 10 minutes she tried repeatedly to grab her child and pull her out of the water, but she couldn't reach her. In a panic, she called 911. Security cameras at the Airbnb did not capture Aria's drowning, but when detectives review the footage, it supports Neha's timeline of events. Aria's death appears to be a tragic accident. A vacation that began with excitement and ended in a mother's worst nightmare. But 2 days later, the medical examiner performs Aria's autopsy, and her body tells a different, much darker story than the one her mother told police. There's no water in Aria's lungs or her stomach. But the medical examiner does find cuts and bruising inside her mouth and cheeks. Based on these findings, he concludes that Aria did not die from drowning. He asserts that she died from asphyxiation by smothering, which means her death was no accident. It was homicide. The next day, Dr. Neha Gupta is charged with first-degree murder, and police issue a warrant for her arrest. When detectives learn she's already flown back to Oklahoma, they request assistance from Oklahoma City Police and the U.S. Marshals. As they're tasked with locating and arresting Neha, detectives back in Florida search for a motive that could explain what possibly drove her to kill her own daughter. Court documents reveal that since their divorce in 2024, Neha and her ex husband have been locked in an ongoing custody battle, rife with animosity and accusations. In April of 2025, Neha's ex husband filed a motion and requested that she undergo psychological evaluation. In the motion, he accused Neha of, quote, unreasonable positions on issues concerning the child, unusual mood swings, and erratic behavior raising concern for the safety of the minor child. That same month, detectives learned that a parenting coordinator assigned to the custody case reported her own concerns about Neha's co parenting abilities. According to court documents, the parenting coordinator stated that Neha clashed repeatedly with her ex husband about Aria's schedule and extracurricular activities. The parenting coordinator also stated that the director of Aria's daycare had contacted her to express concerns over Neha's behavior, saying she was, quote, creating chaos at the school. Detectives also discover that last month, Neha was terminated from her position at the University of Oklahoma's health campus for undisclosed reasons. Police begin suspecting Neha may have killed her own daughter out of spite for her ex husband. The following day, Oklahoma City Police and U.S. Marshals surround Neha's home. When Neha doesn't answer, authorities force entry into the home. After searching her entire house, they find Neha hiding inside a utility room.
Contact on the ground.
She's placed under arrest and extradited back to Florida to face first-degree murder charges.
You good? Or
Neha Gupta enters a plea of not guilty, and the judge orders her to be held in jail without bond. The case quickly attracts national media attention.
Have you heard about this? An Oklahoma pediatrician is accused of allegedly killing her 4-year-old daughter by staging her daughter's drowning. Investigators say that Dr. Neha Gupta and her daughter were visiting Miami, Florida last month when this alleged drowning occurred. Gupta told police that her daughter left their condominium during the night, ended up in the pool. And she told police she tried to save her when she found her but couldn't.
The number one red flag for me in all of this was this mom claims that she waited 10 minutes to call emergency personnel because she could not swim and she couldn't figure out how to get her daughter out. Now, maybe in someone who has cognitive delays, but this is a woman who went to medical school. This is a person who is a physician. And you're telling me that in 10 minutes you didn't know to call 911 as soon as you saw your child in the water? That was red flag number one for me.
There are people who look. I don't care if you can't swim. If your daughter's in the pool, you jump in. I mean, no matter what. That's a big red flag. And I think you hit the nail on the head really well. She knows. She knows the dangers of having a small child in the water for that period of time.
An interview that Neha granted in 2022 also resurfaces on YouTube. In the interview, Neha is asked to reveal a fun fact about herself. Now it appears her answer could come back to haunt her.
I love adventure sports. So I guess not a lot of people know about that. So I love scuba diving, snorkeling, and skydiving. So I've done that too. And it has been a lot of fun.
From the beginning of this case, starting with the call she made to 911
I tried to save her, but I don't know how.
to her interview with police, Neha has insisted she can't swim. To some viewers, this interview serves as another strike against her self proclaimed innocence. Because how can a woman who can't swim go scuba diving and snorkeling? The following month, as investigators remain tight lipped about if they have other evidence pointing to her potential guilt, prosecutors announced that the charges against Neha Gupta have been reduced from first-degree murder to second-degree murder and aggravated assault. As of June of 2026, Neha Gupta remains in jail awaiting her day in court. Neha's attorney continues to assert her innocence, saying, quote, "Our position from day one has been that Dr. Gupta did not intentionally harm her child, that her child tragically got out of the locked door and fell into the pool accidentally." Accident or intentional, one thing is clear. Aria's death was a devastating tragedy. Whether her own mother played a role will be up to a jury to decide.